Hey guys, it's me, Disgust, from Pixar's Inside Out. And ew, what is that? That is not brightly colored or shaped like a dinosaur. What is that? It's broccoli! Anyway, here I'm going to show you how to do makeup so you can look like me, and definitely not like Joy. Ew. Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, first up we are going to have to get rid of our eyebrows because Disgust has some really crazy eyebrows which don't match the shape of mine. So I'm taking Elmer's Disappearing Glue Stick and I am just putting that all over my brows. Next up, we are going to use a very generous amount of this glue stick all over our eyebrows to completely get rid of those hairs. You can use a metal spatula, but I don't have one of those. I mean, really, who does? So I am just using a butter knife. So take that, place it all over your eyebrows, make everything smooth so that way none of your little hairs are showing. Last step, just take that glue stick once again, put it all over the brows to make everything smooth. Next, we are going to set the brows with a translucent powder. I'm using Makeup Forever's translucent powder, but basically any powder will do. Next, I am going to take a white face paint and put it all over my brows so that way they can blend in even more. I'm using Kryolan Supracolor Clown White face paint, and then I'm just applying it using a makeup brush, or you can also use a makeup sponge. Wait a little bit to let that paint dry, and then you are going to go over it with a concealer that is the same color as your skin. It really doesn't have to be a great match, but this will just help make everything smooth and the same color. Again, you can apply that using a makeup sponge or a makeup brush. Here I'm using Sigma's F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush. Okay, now for one of the most important steps of Disgust makeup is the skin. Her shade is a lovely shade of green, so here I'm using Kryolan's Aquacolor face paint in the color 511, and I'm just taking a damp makeup sponge and putting that all over my face. Now this is going to take a long time, so don't worry, just keep applying and doing layer after layer after layer, and eventually you're going to get that smooth look that you are looking for. Let it dry, and then we are moving on. Now we are moving on to the eyes. First, I'm going to prime the eyes using Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is just going to give the eyeshadow something really tacky to stick to. Next up, eyeshadow. Take a light green eyeshadow. Here I am using MAC Juxt, and basically it's going to be the same color as your green skin. Put that eyeshadow all in your crease using a makeup brush. I'm using Sigma's E40 Tapered Blending Brush. You're just going to take that using windshield wiper motions back and forth, just to help blend that out. Now it's time for that purpley pink eyeshadow that Disgust wears so well. So here I am using Morphe ES68, and I am just using a flat makeup brush and putting that all over the lid. Make sure to just put that in the lid. We don't want to go too far up, so when your lid stops, that's when the pink stops. Next, we're going to go in with a light pink eyeshadow to blend the hot pink with the green. Here I am going in with Morphe eyeshadow number ES67, and I am taking a fluffy brush and I am just putting that back and forth in the crease to help blend the pink with the green. In doing this step, you might notice that the color on your lid has faded a bit, so if you want, just go back in with that hot pink and put that all over your lid to make it pop. Alright, next we are going to do Disgust's lower lash line. Now, she has pink on the top, but she actually has green on the bottom, so I'm going in with a dark green color. This is MAC Humid, but any dark green will do. Using a Sigma E15 flat definer brush, I'm putting this very close to my lash line from outer corner to inner corner. Then, of course, anytime during the process, if you notice that your green skin color is sort of fading, you can take that green face paint and your sponge and touch it up. Next, we're going to blend that lower lash line out. Here I am using a lighter color green. This is MAC Swimming. And then a Sigma E30 pencil brush. I'm taking that green and just blending, making that really blown out, so that way it's not just a harsh line. Next up, those rosy cheeks. I'm going in with Makeup Geek Cosmetics, the blush called Rendezvous, and I am taking a blush brush and just putting that all over the apples of my cheeks. As you can see, it is going to be quite intense once you get the color on. You have to put a lot of color on to make it show up on that green, but you fix it by taking some face paint and your sponge and just blending that out. Now, Disgust has some pretty wicked black eyeliner, so I'm going in with Makeup Geek's gel eyeliner in the color Immortal. It's very, very black. You can also use a black pencil here, and so I am making a very, very thick line from outer corner to inner corner. She doesn't have much of a cat eye, so really once you get to the edge of that outer corner, you stop. And yes, suddenly I have my eyeliner finished and brows. My camera actually didn't record this part of the tutorial, so I'm just going to walk you through it. So Disgust has these eyebrows that sort of follow an S curve, and both of the eyebrows angle upward. I have a green liquid eyeliner that matches my hair, and to make that show up, I actually did the shape of my eyebrows using a black eyeliner pencil, and then I went on top of it with the green. I felt that the green really wasn't showing up very well on its own, so that's why I did the black. However, if you were just using a dark green face paint, you probably don't need to do the step where you put the black eyeliner on. Next up, those purple lips. I am using a lip gloss called NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the color Berry Strudel, and I am just putting that all over my lips. But I want it to be a little pinker, so I just used another NYX Butter Gloss color in the color Funnel Delight, and I put just a few dabs of that on top to make it a little pinky purple. Now is probably a good time to finish doing the face paint on your neck and arms. Be patient, it takes a long time. One of the most iconic parts of Disgust are her crazy sparkly purple eyelashes. These are really long, really crazy. To make these, I went to Michael's and I got some green glitter craft paper. Then I cut 2 different eyelash strips out. Each eyelash has 4 big eyelashes, and depending on how long you want them is really up to you. The longer they are, the harder they are to stay on. Just a warning. Then you're going to take some eyelash glue and put them on the bottom of the eyelash. Now, the eyelash glue works best when it's really, really tacky, so put the glue on and wait 5 to 10 minutes, no joke, until it's almost a gel, and then try to put the eyelashes on. And you're gonna have to be very careful because they will want to flop down, but just be patient and eventually you'll get them in the right place. Now the showstopper, the green wig. This wig is from RoyalEnchantments. I'll include a link down below. I love this Disgust wig because it's cut specifically to Disgust hairstyle, and it also has some cool green glitter in it. Last but not least, you need Disgust's awesome dress. I made this using paint from the craft store, and then also her amazing purpley pink sparkly scarf. All right, and there you have it. That is my tutorial about how to do Disgust makeup from the new Pixar film Inside Out. I hope you liked it, and if you did, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more. I have a lot more really awesome tutorials coming soon, so you don't want to miss them. Also, let me know in the comments below, what would be the next makeup tutorial of a Disney, Pixar, or animated character that you would like to see me do next. Until next time, guys, I'm Morgan, and this is the Rotoscopers YouTube.